morning.
Welcome to
Morning.
have the reigning destruction known as the Fanatics made. Oh god, this is not going to be fun, especially with those Fanatic stats.
What's wrong with the Fanatic?
It's a bowling ball.
It is a wrecking ball.
Every singular model on the ball
Yes.
is a pin.
No, I like Fanatics. That was always the bane of cavalry. I don't know if they still are. I haven't played them in Age of Sigmar yet. It used to be 2d6 damage on whatever was in front of it, regardless.
We do have a back one about death. Very fitting. I mean, I'm assuming this is death, like they have skeletal horses on the front. Which is very fitting, considering the Fanatics are basically... if you see a Fanatic runs into a model, it's going to either do a lot of damage if it's a big model, or just knock out like 3/4 of your unit if it's a small group of them.
Well,
it's a bowling ball.
It's a bowling ball. It's a wrecking ball, isn't it? Yeah. It's one goblin plus. Hang on a second. What are we doing? One goblin plus mushrooms plus wrecking ball equals quite a lot of fun.
Okay, so we have
Armies of Shosh.
This.
It's in there.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
Why are there so many stories in this? There are literally so many stories in this book. Oh my god. And the Fanatics. What are their stats? I want to know this. What I like about the Fanatics is there's just one guy that's just vomiting on the ground.
Vomiting on the ground?
Yeah, it's this guy right here. This guy. It's not even a Fanatic model. It's just his own separate model.
I think it's meant to have been squidged on the ground. But hang on, there's only 5 bases. So I don't know where those guys are. Have they got their own base or something? We'll have to have a look. And then.
Well, no, there's 6 actually.
Is there 6 bases? No, that's 5.
Where's his base?
Ah, hang on.
Oh wait, no, there's
Hidden.
a small little base.
For
the guy that's just dying.
The guy that got squished.
Someone give this guy medical attention.
So here we go.
Dying.
Where are we now? Where's the
Someone give this guy medical attention. He's dying.
He's having a squish.
You guys are just swinging your wrecking balls around.
Oh no, he is throwing up. You're right. I'm wrong. Number 41.
I'm pretty sure he has a bad habit of rabies now.
He's throwing up.
I'm pretty sure he's not throwing up. He has rabies. I'm pretty sure he has rabies. So the build's nice.
Wait, what?
Cool.
How far can we get for this? Yeah, of course, the vomiting guys.
I'm playing hospitals like it.
Not very far, surprisingly. Also, Rockville is in this room. We managed to get him calmed down. He's playing the Roblox.
Yes, he's set on this, isn't he?
Hospitals like
Needs a bit of a clean over there.
You said someone needs to help him because he might have rabies. I'm playing hospitals tycoon.
Yeah.
I could.
I don't think
help.
that you can help him.
Right, so we're going to try and get as many of these done this morning, aren't we? We're going to try and get as many of these done this morning.
What are the Fanatic stats?
Have a look.
No, I'm trying to
you're going to have a look, are you? Okay, well, they're going to be in there somewhere. They're going to be in there somewhere. Unless, hang on, were they already in a previous edition?
Oh yeah, they were in a previous edition.
Clever? I don't know if they're going to be in here as well. Might tell you where they are. Lord Aquila. Yeah, sorry, stop attacking me.
Can we put this in the... Can you hold this?
No. We'll put it there though. It'll say somewhere where the rules are. It's in one of the previous things. They are pretty...
Hold up. I'm having to go look.
Yes, they're held within Gloomspike Gits units and then ejected at some point. I think you can have up to 3 in a unit.
We do already have a Fanatic. We do already have a Fanatic in a previous unit that isn't surprisingly in a Fanatics unit. Where is he? No, he's not in the big one. He's over here.
There, that's it.
There he is. There is little Fanatic.
Chiron.
There we go. So he's getting himself glugged up, ready to swing that chain and ball. There we go.
Chiron, what does it mean if it's a combination room? Combination.
I can't see you find the word for me so I can see it.
Also, what I really like about these metal balls is that you can just select. Like, you can select which ball you're going to use.
Oh, contamination. It means that something's dirty. It's got like something infected in it.
Oh.
So if something's contaminated, you put it there, and obviously I assume it's to decontaminate it, which means get rid of it.
Oh yeah.
Right then, are you
So
ready,
this
kid?
guy's got poisoning,
So you'll need this, and you'll need this.
I need to finish the room to give this guy to the contamination
Okay.
to do it
There you go.
because he's got.
I'm trying to figure out where
poisoning.
Mr. Fly is. Yeah,
Mr.
he's there.
Fly. Oh, the one who's flying through the air. No, Fanatics can't fly. They just thin thing really quickly.
I mean, imagine how long you up there if you're a Fanatic swinging the ball.
Probably
Like-
quite a while.
Yeah, they're definitely there.
If
Oh,
you keep
I already found the vomiting bottle.
Found the vomiting model. Right.
Yeah,
so what do you
he's
need
just
then?
like one piece.
So we could do.
Where's just the vomiting bottle? Oh yeah, he's just 7. He's just over there, like just one piece. Maybe this time we'll actually use up all the pieces.
All the pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a few sub-assemblies there. The balls look like they need to be glued together at the sides. The wrecking balls.
Yeah, I think we might be able to.
Stop.
Okay, starting off with a classic 1, 2, and 3.
Classic 1, 2, 3.
I mean, we could do 3, 2, 1 because I
Mhm.
just found 3.
So I'm gonna have to change this blade at some point, but I can't remember where I put the spare blades. Have a look. Right, how we do?
I don't think we meant to have this, are we? Do we need this on here?
Have a look. Pass it yonder.
This one.
Let's have a look.
Do we need to cut that part off?
Yeah, that bit needs to come off too.
Okay.
So that's just what they call a vent. So that's what allows the either the plastic in or the air out. So these are actually they're not when they make these the plastic isn't like super liquid. It's put under a lot of pressure and it's injected in. And obviously as it goes in, the air that's already in the mould has to come out somewhere. So you've got these vents, some of them for plastic coming in, some of them for plastic coming out, and it allows it to fill up nicely. So they can
I found 2
through
and 1, so let's do it in the classic style. So 3, 2, 1.
Loon Smasher Fanatics.
Probably, yeah, like
The bad I still call them night
Fanatics.
goblins.
This is what I want to call Fanatics.
What you want to call Fanatics? What's that?
The things of endless doom that will stop at nothing to get rid of every model on the board.
Right then. Oh yeah, big yawn out of nowhere. Sorry. Having a genteel Sunday morning. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, we hope you all have a great holiday off.
Okay, but
For Easter.
Well, it's not
Anyway,
Easter
so-
yet. Got
Yeah,
4
I
weeks
know.
left.
in like 5
Easter's-
weeks.
Easter's,
4 weeks.
Easter's coming up, so we
Yeah,
hope
close
you
enough.
have a lovely Easter.
Yeah. Well, we'll be on before then, won't we?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's very
probably
bad.
will be doing some streams on Easter. So see you till then.
Mm.
Or we'll be doing some.
so we can
between
have a
Easter.
couple of rogue
Who
heads.
was-
Okay,
we
Dad,
will
do you
be
want to?
doing some streams in,
Dad,
in between.
Dad, pick which head you want.
That's up to you, dude.
No,
Okay.
you want 5 or 4? Wait, no. Yeah, this one.
I do like the look of the long cap, so I'm going to go for number 4, please.
Okay. Mr. 4 has been found.
There we go.
Like, Fanatics are just endless doing to Stormcast It's like, C1.
Well, it all depends on how strong they are. I can't remember how strong. There are lots of hits.
Like, Fanatics just... Like, if you have a small unit, Fanatics are gonna go through them like bowling pins. If you have a big unit, like, let's say Darfu, yeah, he's not gonna be having a great time.
I'm trying to remember.
I mean, he'll survive, but...
I'm trying to remember how it affects what goes on.
Like, also, like, since all the gut rippers have, like, 2 hit points and we have, like, 10 of them, you need to roll, like, a 20
Well,
to
the
just
guy
get
that
rid of the gut
urgently
rippers.
needs to
I
go
mean,
to
11 if you count a boss, but I don't think
and I
that it
still need to
necessarily
finish the
technically doesn't
contamination.
in this.
Well, I definitely
He
know
needs-
in.
He actually has 8
I think in days of old, that was the problem with Fanatics. Fanatics didn't engage in combat. They moved randomly, and if they touched your unit, they just bounced through it. It was not unknown for a Night Goblin unit containing Fanatics to throw the Fanatics out front, for the Fanatics to then to not move that far, only for the next turn to turn around and come back straight through the unit that threw them out. But the first go was always in the direction that you wanted it to go. So that was it. It was like a glass cannon. But once it was out, it was completely unpredictable. So, but that was always the fun with goblins and orcs and goblins at that time.
That they are smart, but yet again at sometimes they can just be dumb.
Well, I think they referred to it as low cunning. So they had low cunning. They were definitely devious and they were definitely sneaky, but they were also like completely.
Which spiky ball do you want?
Spiky ball do I want? Let's have a look here. See what I've got.
They're all different types. There's small ones, big ones that have a dent in. One that literally is just one that has big spikes. One that's just a boulder. It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Should we go for? Let's go for the first one because that's the one that they've already matched up with them. Yeah, I think it's that one.
27, 26,
No, they were
26, 27.
But having said that, you didn't really care about big units and like goblins like that because what's the point? You throw them towards the Chaos Knights. Wait for the Chaos Knights to get in range and then just launch a load of Fanatics out. Hopefully they'll go through the Chaos Knights. Also,
so basically
you wouldn't want to charge through them.
So basically it's like the move. So basically it's basically just a 50-50. It's basically.
I'm not sure about 50-50.
So it's basically like a 50-50. Very successful ram or self-destruct.
Kinda, yeah. Squeaking it.
Squeaky.
Yeah, sure, squeaky. Not sure about that. I do know that obviously it would make a lot of combat heavy armies a little bit wary because they needed to get close, and if they had to get close, they had to deal with the fact there were Fanatics flying around the place. Let's get a bit in the middle. So I think that was one of the things, but I didn't play Orcs and Goblins. I just knew about them. For me, though, I think Fanatics, the reason I love Fanatics is just the flavour behind it. The idea you've got these frothing loons who are dosed up on all kinds of weird mushrooms that grow underground, spinning and spinning and spinning. Is that a vent or is that a decoration?
Tis the season to be jolly.
No, it's not. Yes, Toad. That's gone ages ago.
Yeah, it's
the season to be jolly every year.
You're just enjoying yourself, aren't you, mate?
Every day.
Every day.
Every moment.
Sound like a Hallmark card.
Every singular second.
Sound like a Hallmark card. Right.
Every
okay,
single
not
time you get
okay,
soft
not
stuff.
every single second.
Just going to use the tank brush.
Some people don't be jolly, some people
Where's it
are
gone?
bad. So
Tis
not
the
every
season to
second.
be
At the moment, we've got the problem with the missing
Some people are
brushes
sad.
for me, haven't we?
How can people be sad?
So just giving
Oh,
it
no.
a brush up.
I mean, I guess I am sad because of the Fanatics being absolute tear machines. Especially because of the fact that now they are literally tear machines.
No, Fanatics. I love models that have that kind of thing. For me, I collected Empire. I loved Empire, and I think a couple of reasons I loved it. The first one was the Warrior Priest, which I thought was just such a great model, and also it's just the idea behind it: a warrior monk going from place to place. They weren't casting spells, but they did use prayers to augment themselves and their units, going through this dark land, trying to instill just a common, ordinary folk into being heroes.
My favourite part of the
It's kinda like,
Fanatics is there's just a guy that's just dying like this, but needs medical attention.
I think he's just
Like,
a-
bro
Yeah,
needs
I
medical
play in
attention.
a
Why is no one
hospital
paying
person.
attention? One of your Fanatics is basically just dying because you fed him too much mushroom.
Well, there are
Not too much mushroom.
lots of goblins, lots and lots and lots and lots of goblins, and that's always the problem. But fortunately, your standard goblin isn't the bravest, isn't the strongest,
And
isn't the toughest.
And
They can
isn't
bring a
most
lot
certain-
tougher with them.
And most certainly is not the smartest compared to some people.
I would not underestimate them. They are pretty devious.
And
Well,
also,
if you
They're not
I
as
mean,
bad as they used to
technically
be.
it is the player character that does the dumb moves, but yet again, they also are aware of how they're meant to be used half the time.
Well,
and
that's
then
how they're written,
half
isn't
the
it?
time that they fail, so they just do something dumb, like ramming a goblin unit into Darfu.
Well,
Man,
that's
I
not the
love
worst thing.
Darfu.
You do. The thing is, though, that might not be the worst thing in the world, because although the goblin unit might not do something to Durthu, the question is, have you got something to do with it? If not, I guess this is me being a Astra Militarum player as well, is sometimes you throw out a cheap unit to tie something up for a turn, maybe 2 if you're lucky.
maybe 2 if you're lucky.
Yeah,
So-
but yet again, also you necessarily just can't win if all your units are dead.
No, you can't win if all your units are dead, but what you do is you tie up their big scary unit of Megadeth. You use a unit of insignificance to sit there in front of them and going, what are you going
Like
to do
the
now?
only unit that you're gonna
You
be
don't have
throwing
to
at
take them out.
Darfu for a long while is the boy. Is just these guys. Is the unit of 20 goblins.
Yeah, but a unit of 20 goblins, if you look at the price comparison to a unit of to the Spirit of Durthu, you are neutralising that many points of the army with a lot less. It doesn't have to be killed. You don't have to destroy a unit to make it obsolete. You can just simply stay out of its way.
Also,
So in days of old with Old World, there, for example, you get corn
also
units.
there are ranged attacks.
Mm.
Also there are ranged attacks. Like if you're doing a goal, just snipe them in the eye.
Okay, but you know, there was, if a unit had frenzy, it had to charge at the closest enemy unit. Well, of course, you put something really fast sat in front of it and just make it move out the way, so
Like,
it would
I know
never
there
ever
are
make it
a
into
lot
combat.
of units made for range, but
Come
if
on.
you're fighting a
Are we going to
Darfu,
stick this together?
use a lot of range.
We sticking this one together? We there? We've got all the bits we need. I think so. We've got the 2 bits of the body, the chain, the ball, the head, and a base. So these are all the bits then. So.
Like we have, like. So this is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna name
one
all
there.
6. I'm gonna name all 6 fanatics. I'm gonna name all 6 fanatics,
Mm.
including the deaf one. To be right now, we have Mr. Fanatic, Mr. Fanatic, Mr. Fanatic, Mr. Fanatic, Mr. Fanatic, and Mr. Fanatic.
I'm sensing a theme.
Oh, can't forget about Mr. Dead.
Right. Start dry fitting some stuff, shall we?
Yay, I've got
So
the
far.
X-ray.
Right, let's have a look what's going on here.
I've
So,
got the X-ray.
I've got a gap at the bottom of the garb. This, I think, fits in there,
Fav-
creating the
favorite
body.
just dead.
Got some lines down the side.
true.
Hopefully the glue will help to shut those down a bit. We'll have to see. Right, you ready? So, looks like... Oops. Try and put a little bit down the side here.
Okay, you started.
So, what I'm doing, I'm just putting glue down the side here so it gently squeezes out just a little bit. And then we can file it down later. So it's going to go in that way, okay? You ready?
You made me sing.
What?
Oops.
It
Look at
doesn't want to be put on.
No,
It doesn't want to be
when
part
being
of something
even when they're
bigger
being glued together.
and
they
more
don't.
destructive.
There we go.
Okay, Rylock made me sing.
Like Fanatics, one of the most destructive things other
Oops,
than
a little bit
Durfu when
far
he's
down
being
there.
hit with one singular point of damage.
You haven't played with Durthu yet. You don't know. You maybe. He's useless.
Durfu has Durfu,
Durfu has a big
like if he hasn't been hit, then he just goes on the tail on all the strongest
He's
units.
way too much then.
He just goes on the tail and he just goes into the middle of the battlefield and starts just tearing up all the units.
Well, I told you. You got to be careful though, because either he's going to get A, targeted, or
Like-
B, neutralised.
Durfu when he hasn't taken
Yeah.
damage is cracked.
Yeah,
Durfu when he's
guys.
like
It's a
on
little bit of a
12
fiddly
damage.
gap to do
Dur-
it.
Durfu when he's like on 12 damage, yeah, he's crashed.
He's still scary.
No, 12 damage Durfu is.
He's not as scary as when he's at full health, but he's still imposing.
I mean, he's just a big model. Like, especially when he's 12. Like, when he's 12, not even threatening. Like,
Okay.
like you can do one damage.
Now we've got to put the ball together as well, haven't we, as a sub-assembly? So let's have a look here. So, big round bit there. Big round bit there. Looks like that bit goes there. How's that looking? Now that again. Oh dear, that was a big cough, sorry.
Guys,
So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to probably file this down at the end.
guys, I saw that Dad was gonna say, except he's got to be careful when he gets tranquilized. I thought he was gonna be tranquilized.
Who gets tranquilized?
Durfu.
Dirty doesn't get tranquilized.
You
How?
get tranquilized.
It's not an Eversaw assassin. If you know, you know.
Figured it
How's
out.
the invincible then?
He's not invincible.
Then how can't he get tranquilized?
Well, just because he doesn't get tranquilized. What are you doing? What are you up to? Come here. What are we up to now? Hang on, do we need to put the ball on first? Or do you want to put the ball on second?
Ball on second.
Okay, and have we dry fitted? Have we seen it works, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it once.
Okay, go on then. Oh, you put some on that side, that side? Whoa, hang on. Tissue too much. Try again. That's it. Okay. So it's going to go in that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Now what direction is it? Is it kind of slightly down as well,
It's
isn't
the
it?
fist facing. It's the back of the hand facing up.
Like that. Is that right?
See, you can see it. You can see. He's like
What?
tilting. Like he's like
Weird.
tilting to the side a bit.
I'm really impressed how
Like he's like
easy that
he's like a
thing
bit tilting to the side a bit. He's like tilting to the side a
He
bit.
is tilting aside a bit. It looks like he's right. Yeah, see, he's going to stand like that, and then the ball's coming off this way. Okay, cool.
Now,
Now,
ball
I'm going to
time.
admit, it's probably best to let this solidify a bit because you're putting all that plastic on that small joint
Okay,
there.
head time.
Yeah, you'll probably be able to put the head on, and then we'll put the head on, we'll put the feet on, and then we'll wait for it to dry a bit before we put the ball on at the end. We might have to do that with all of them. How does this fit on the base? It looks like it's just that single foot.
The good thing about doing this early is we can spend a lot more time doing this.
Yes, it is. Yep, we've got a nice chilled one today, haven't we? Ah, my word. Right, let's have another look at this then.
We do
So-
have another package. Another part of it, 46, but it's so small. I think we might just do it on something, on like a short video, or just put it in with something else.
Yeah.
Because like we have a lot of good things that are coming after this,
What's it that way around?
and something that I'm very excited about, even though it's not part of my army. I know it's not the first thing, but it will definitely be just fun to do.
Right, what is
Okay,
up with this model?
Left?
What is it with this? It's because it's so delicate and it's only got this tiny little point to put it on.
Also,
I mean,
Fanatics.
it's
are
ironic.
Fanatics.
Fanatics are unstable. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, like if
Physically-
this was real life, I don't think. It's like if this was real life, I
Right,
don't
I'm
think
gonna go
chugging
cry
an energy
somewhere.
drink full
Right.
of mushrooms would actually do anything.
Okay, I'm sure. The thing is, I'm
Let
trying to be
alone
delicate
not
because it's still
kill you.
drying.
Like if there was a mushroom that could actually do this, it would. You know,
Right.
like if there was a mushroom that could turn you into a fanatic, it would definitely be used by a lot of governments. Because
Right, head,
that would just be
head, quick.
like that would basically
Right.
be the real life
So,
equivalent of Captain America if you had the fanatic serum in real life. Like that.
I
Would
don't think it'd be Captain America.
like if you had the fanatic serum, you'd basically just be a very unstable version of Captain America. Basically just the Incredible Hulk, but small.
Okay, right. Am I crying yet? Am I started crying yet?
No, probably not.
So put the head on then. Let's put the head on and then just see. So we want him kind of the ball straight across the middle. This guy at the back.
Hey, at
and
least some of them
ball
are more
acting as a
stable.
counter
Like
to
one
the
of
side.
them, like some of them have
Right there.
terrain.
Right, stay. Stay. That
Okay,
ball's
we're
quite.
not
All
gonna
right.
touch
Okay, I
this
think I'm
model
happy with
for a
that.
while.
I think I'm happy
We're
with
not
that.
touching this model for a while, especially not putting.
He's slightly
the
to
ball on.
one side, but that's fine because he's leaning back that way anyway.
Okay,
Oh,
so
well, we'll have to turn it. We'll
like
have to
there
turn
are
it a little
some
bit more.
more stable fanatics, like some have actual ground
There we
that
go.
they can stand on.
Right, so that one's ready to go. Phew! Got there in the end.
Okay,
Right, next one.
so big spiky ball.
God, can you imagine putting the ball on that? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe the ball actually acts as such a nice counterweight to actually hold it in place.
7 and 6. 7 and 6, 6 and 7.
Maybe that's the irony.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7,
70, 70, 70, 70.
7, 7, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6.
What are you doing here, mister?
Okay, Rockwilla's back and on camera.
Mhm.
He's still wearing his onesie from last night.
You didn't wear that last night.
I'm still in my pajamas under it.
You still got your pajamas, yes, you have got your pajamas.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Hey, could be worse.
True. Very true. Right then.
I found 7, just not 6. I found 7 without a 6. Oh no! It's horrible! Oh no! It's horrible! You're a monster! You're a monster! Not the buttons! Don't touch the buttons!
Oh, okay, now I
Fanatic
know.
just coming in and
Now I
touching
know
every
where it's
button.
going.
Oh, yay.
Like, the
I
Fanatics...
just drank.
I have another nickname for
Did
the
you?
Fanatics.
Give you
The Monster of Destruction.
Wow.
I have another name for the Fanatics.
Brian.
No.
Oh.
The Monster of Destruction.
The Monster of Destruction. Oh well.
Like I am
Yeah,
not
we
looking
know
forward
that's
to
a
finding
true
any
name.
sort of fanatic.
We knew
Ever.
that's a true name because it is a monster of destruction.
Monster of
I don't
Destruction.
think you know what you're talking about. He definitely does not know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to.
But he's
How
learning.
have I not started
learning.
blabbering off into go into other things? Like I'm just talking about fanatics.
You're on
Like-
target. You're on thing.
What my phone beeped. Probably I
Like
haven't.
fanatics?
I don't know.
They're just like fanatics, big ball, big death. That's all I can say.
True.
Like if you were hit in the face by a real life fanatic, yeah, I don't think it's
I
either
don't
that you.
think- I
It's
don't-
either that you. It's either that you. It's either that you. Every bone was broken in your body, or basically you.
I'm gonna have a look in
or
a
you
second. I'm
died.
curious. I need to double check
Every
these rules.
bone broken in your body.
Like real life fanatics.
I think.
Like a real life fanatic would just be insanely hard, especially if they're damaging stuff with magic, like
I think
armor. Like these things break through armor, like they topple through armor, and not
I-
to mention that they'll just like really powerful entities just fall down because of just fall on. Like really powerful entities and strategies are toppled on, are put on their, are flipped on their heads because of this one singular type of model.
Well, you have to adapt what you're doing. So the idea is adapting playstyle. So if you're coming across a gunline army, let's say.
And wait, what? I
So-
think the only option is you come across one of them big balls you said. I think the only option is death. Because if you break all your bones in your body,
Necessarily, you can.
George,
Yes,
you're 6
your-
years old. What are you
your
on about
neck.
this for?
your neck bone would
George!
break. That would mean you die.
George, enough
Yeah.
now. Thank you.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
Oh,
Yay!
yeah.
I finally reached 1 million. Yay! So I can finish X-ray. Okay.
Besides,
He's playing
the
away
neck
nicely
bone
on
is
Roblox.
actually part of the
Playing
spine
on my
bone.
phone. Yeah.
The neck bone is actually part of the spine bone,
Six
so
and I'm
necessarily
It is indeed. Let's have a look here.
can survive. So necessarily you can survive. It's just unlikely.
All right. Henry,
Go to
mate, sometimes you scare the hell out of me. All right then.
Yeah, he's scared the hell out of me too.
You scare
Hey.
me too. You're 6. Some of the stuff you talk about. Alright, well, the advantage with Stormbringer is you do get the folders to put everything in. Okay. The only side of things that sometimes is that there's a lot of it. We also made, well, I didn't make a mistake. We used these whole reinforcers to put them into the binders, but it has made it very thick, which is a little bit of a thing. So what we've got here, Lord Aquila, Vigilers, Griffons. Hobgoblins, cute rippers. Ah, here we go. Loon Smasher Fanatics. Let's have a look here. So, you don't have to set it up. It hides.
Like just one melee weapon. Okay, what does it do?
Okay, so instead of you can place it one side and say it's set up hidden.
Okay, so what does it do?
I'm talking about it.
Okay, there. Okay, there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. D6 attacks with a D3 damage. Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay, so there's only one per unit now.
If you were to, let's say if you were to roll every singular die, perfect, and get the max damage you can do is that singular attack if you get all the look. If you get all the look correct, which is, well, basically just do 6 times 3, is 18 damage. That's enough to one-shot Spirit of Darthu.
This is interesting.
And
so
there are 5 of them.
in days of old,
And there were 5 of them, each being able to do that each and every turn that they get. That's
what are you on about? I can't hear what you're saying now.
you
Right,
get
so
to do 5 attacks with a max of 18 damage. And
you can't tell them all those rules. They've got to do it for themselves as well. So yes. So basically, it gets released, but you can actually like direct it as you wish, which is new. So what we got here, and you even if you destroy the unit, you don't destroy it.
Sorry guys, okay, stop treading.
what unit?
Stop treading on the camera.
If you don't
Hang on.
destroy, if you don't destroy what unit?
Okay, so you can it counts as an extra wound.
To be honest, makes sense.
Actually,
You're
I'm not
basically dropping
sure
a
what that
giant
point-
boulder on your toe.
Yeah. So moves randomly. Very little save. Pretty much mental bravery. It's only got It's very easy to damage.
I
But
don't want.
on the other
I
hand,
don't think that dropping it would be very.
yeah, it doesn't feel as scary as it used to be. I think
Yeah,
in days of old,
that's-
it used to be 2d6 attacks, so you could have up to 12 attacks. And when you're again, and it had a horrific. I mean, it's got a really healthy rend. So you know, even the most heavily armoured of knights is going to sit there and go, Yeah, it makes what would have been a much more definite, you know, I can defend against this to a little bit of a, actually I'm not sure I can. And also because it's got a decent damage as well, it means it can actually go through multi-wound models, which is quite nice.
Okay, Dad. You know what time it is?
Okay.
Dad, I said you know what
So
time
you
it is.
can, that means, actually no, it means that you can actually deploy the whole unit of 5 as a unit of 5. If you wanted to. You could put them down as a unit of 5 and actually move them around the battlefield as you see fit. They would be very, very fast.
Dad, you know what time it is? It's time to choose what ball the Fanatics get.
Okay, so which one did this one have? What's one? This one looks like it's got the smallest one.
Rylock, our cousin's watching the
33,
video
34.
right now. Our cousin,
Wait,
yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
Hello. If you can see us. Hello.
and
We're a little bit of a delay, so it's not going to come through this second.
our
33 and
cousin
34.
also is gonna like and subscribe.
Oh, brilliant.
Our cousin.
Well, that's nice.
I think you already has something.
I don't know. We will see. But hello.
James, if you're there, can you put something in the live chat? Wait, sorry.
You're funny, you guys. You're all funny, you are. Right then. You hanging around? You excited? He's going to have a flap.
Wait, can't just YouTubers pin comments on their videos?
We can put comments, I think, somewhere. Yeah, we can put comments on ours if you want to.
Like, no, pin comments.
Pin comments?
Yeah.
I'd have to have a look. I think you might be able to. I've not really made a comment. I've not played around with that. I watch other people's. I'm not one for lurking in the comments. Alright, this has got a much nicer flat base to it.
Sometimes
which is
if I
useful.
don't, sometimes if I'm confused. confused, I'll check the comments for something.
Yeah, sometimes I've done that before. Sometimes I've also found it a little bit difficult to go into the comments.
So I'm guessing we'll just do whatever it shows us. So big.
I
boulder.
quite like that. I quite like the predictability of it because I can see where the bits go.
I'm gonna go for big boulder because
In case anyone hasn't
I'm
realised.
gonna go big boulder. I'm going down.
You and I both
pieces.
like things a very particular way, don't we?
Big boulder.
Big boulder.
Second big boulder piece coming.
Well, no, it doesn't
To
matter.
be honest, the most painful thing here is the one with the biggest spikes.
Yeah. Do you want to pull that door across, mate?
No, it's not the biggest one. It's not the biggest one that can crush you. It's the one with spikes.
One with spikes.
At least the crushing will be quick. The spikes aren't.
Right. So, what have we got here? We've got a unit. It moves randomly. It's fast. You can direct it in whichever way you want to. When it connects
Yeah,
in.
that's not gonna be fun. That is not gonna be fun.
Mm.
Not for you, for me.
For you.
No, not for you, for me.
Not for you. For me.
No, not for you, for me.
For you.
No, for you.
For me, it'd be fun.
Yeah, if for you it'd be fun, for me it'd be bad. Like a model that's still stupidly scary, and that's still stupidly scary even with the nerf, and is controllable, and the attack you can use 5 times each turn because of the 5 fanatics you have in the group. That's stupid power. That's basically like saying this.
But again.
Okay, if I do the math here, that's not something I like to see here. That I calculated the damage, and if you get every one perfect with every singular fanatic, the max damage you can do with the entire unit is 90 damage.
Yes. We can tell them that. If you got all the dice rolls, so you'd have to roll.
Like
if you rolled 5 6s, and then you did all the bits and damage. So you can basically, if you a perfect roll, in theory, you could take away 90 points of damage.
And yet again, that's basically enough to kill it.
Which is a very, very scary thing.
I
They are a glass
think that's
cannon.
just basically enough to just kill every single model
Yeah.
in the game.
But they are what we refer to as a glass cannon. So basically, yes, they are super powerful, but they are also super fragile. They would not take much in the way of shifting. So there are several units in your army which could eliminate that from range. But yeah, if you if you were
now
careful with its positioning,
hey,
you
now
could in
it's at
theory
least
do
half
up to
less
90
scary.
points of damage.
And hey, at least it's now half less scary. But it's still a terrifying model considering on how far it can move and probably moves out of range.
Let's move that down there. Right then, I think we're about ready to start gluing this one together. Just going to see what's happening around. There we go. Right.
The one for this. Oh, that one's funny. I just realised something on a piece. On the 32 piece, which is a whole ball, there's a face mark in it.
Oh yeah, you can see that. Just where we're there. So you can see it just there. There's an imprint of a face already. Clang.
Yeah, to be honest, they probably will reuse stuff on the field, especially the Iron Jaws.
Okay.
Especially the Iron Jaws, probably the Gloom Spike gets, the Iron Jaws probably picked that up and picked up the leftover Fanatic ball from a dead Fanatic, and then the Gloom Spike gets just reused it.
Well, maybe they do scavenge. Right, are we going to stick this one together? Because I think we're there.
To be honest, the Iron Jaws are the best at recycling. To be honest, I can't tell if the Iron Jaws are eco-friendly or not eco-friendly. The amount of bad things they do to the ecosystem is bad, but the amount of recycling they do is, well, Something that the humans could never accomplish.
I think in that kind of way, yeah.
Hopefully we can do some.
When you have entire landscapes which are full of like choking miasma, it's a bit difficult to sort of talk about, you know, ecology issues.
9 or 10, Dad.
9 or 10 for what? This one. Let's have a look here.
9 or 10.
They all have long. Do you know what? If they all have long hats, I'd love that. Can I all have long hats? Number 10, please. I love the long hats.
All the long hats.
Yes, all the long hats, because I love the way they add the more movement to it. I mean, there's plenty of movement already, but this is just bro. So that goes on that way.
The long hats would make most sense. But to be honest, like, how fast do you think a real life fanatic is actually moving? Like Mach 1, Mach 2, 70 miles per hour?
Mach 1 would be, is it about 600 miles an hour? Something like 600 something miles an hour?
The speed of sound.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to work out what it would be.
Like if these fanatics are going in, like if these fanatics in law are going Mach 10, then yeah, everything's dead if they're running straight into it.
Why? I dry fitted it twice. I put a bit of glue on. No, and my body goes no. There we go. Right, there we go. That's nice.
Yeah,
Is that belly? Is that their little belly poking out there?
Yeah, yeah, that would honestly make sense. I'm surprised.
But it's still
like,
cloth.
I'm surprised the not so much cloth hasn't ripped off yet. Like, how fast are they going? If they're going, like, if they're going Mach 10 in actual, like, if the law behind it is that they're going Mach 10, if the law behind it is that they're going Mach 10, then no.
Well,
then that's just. Yeah,
you've got to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, right? So you've never read the Discworld. I hope one day you do. I love the Discworld series, right? And you're living in a world or realms, there's plural of them, where the rules don't work the same way. So you've got magic, you've got motes of magic which allow things to happen and things to change.
So basically, like things running at Mach 1.
Talking about, you know, always like real life
like
physics.
If the fanatics can actually keep up with the speed of light, then yeah, that's scary.
Well,
but they're probably not. They're probably just going like 160 miles per hour or something like that.
Oh, hang on, you've missed a toadstool. I need 1B. Where's 1B? I need 1B. I want a toadstool.
Which one do you want?
Can I please have number
42?
45, please.
Okay, 45.
I want a toadstool on his base. I want as many toadstools on these things as I can, because they're
there's also a squig skeleton, I'm pretty sure. There's also like this guy. There's also like this.
42. What's 42?
42 is like a skeleton.
He's like a skeleton.
It looks like a squig skeleton, but I don't think
like
it is, because squigs are bigger and also they're fungi, which don't have skeletons.
Let's have a look here. What's going on? It's a Sunday, so I think a lot of people are busy on lots of different things. Let's have a look.
Yeah, like if you're on Sunday, you have to go or do some work or something. Yeah, do it all. Like, do whatever you need to do now. Like, you can't. It's just.
Wow, lots of people up and streaming on Twitch at the moment. I'm not able to check necessarily on YouTube without coming off that. But yeah, lots of people busy today, so lots of hobby on the go.
And, like, you can't see this, but you have a delay, so whatever we say, you're going to hear like a couple seconds later.
Yeah.
Like, we can see what's happening right now on our screen, but you can't.
Yes, well, I think yeah, that's a common one, isn't it? This is getting glue all over his hands. Right, where's the right bit? There's the curvy bit. So at least we've got the nice. This makes life easier. There's one that's a perfect circle, rather than the jaggedy bits, so you can line that up straight away.
You're
Give it a good
that together,
smudgy smudge.
Do you think that the Fanatics dried yet? Do you think that we can put the big ball on?
Yeah, we can give it a go. Tell you what we'll do. If we put the head on this one. I love the daft. I really do love the daft. Look at it. Going backwards.
Bye, have a great time. He's like, bye.
I don't think it's like bye, I think it's ah. But there we go. Yeah.
To be honest, the
2d6 damage and a
to be
random
honest,
direction.
if I was a fanatic and I just had some sort of illegal
Some people would say you already are.
and I just had some sort of illegal
Look at that model.
substance that I'm
So
pretty
cool.
sure should not even exist.
Yoink.
That I'm pretty sure just might be poison.
We'll let that dry.
The only thing I would think about is just kill everything before you die.
Well, at the age of 10, I hope you don't. Being
No, I'm
dangerous.
talking about if I was a fanatic.
If you're a fanatic. As I said, a wrecking ball. Some would say you're already that. You ready to stick this on them?
Like if you're ever gonna die, just
Hen.
do
Fella.
whatever you do. Kill
Okay,
everything.
this is a very thin joint. Fortunately, blue is pretty good. On that first moment. I'm happy with how that's centered. Feels about right. Feels about the right amount coming out each
Imagine
end.
being hit in the head with that.
I'd really rather not.
Imagine being hit in the head with that. That would
With the
hurt.
spiky ball.
I'm getting the next model out of the way.
Okay, you start doing that.
15 and 16.
So what we'll do the same thing. I think we'll get them established on the base without the ball. And then... So for this one, they recommend sort of pretty central.
Like, we don't have long before
Like so.
lunch. Hopefully we can do some more streaming, and if we don't finish these, maybe do this.
Maybe.
Like, we do have a small model, but I don't know if we can do it in a short or not.
Mhm.
It's just so small, it doesn't
Well,
really
we've
deserve
cleared
a
up the
video
afternoon,
of
haven't
its
we?
own. It's just so small, it doesn't deserve a video of its own. Like, if we do a video with this in, we say we're gonna... Like, if we do decide to do a video with it, we will do a disclosure on that, the fact that we're doing 46 in with it.
Yeah, don't
Like,
worry.
it's just one singular small model. Like, it's not any sort of big model like Durfu, it's just one small average size Sylvanas model.
Right, so that's where we're at the moment. So they're
Like,
getting yoinked
it's
away.
basically the same as the...
Love
we
it.
do have some Skaven over here.
We got
It
one.
has the exact same spruce size as the Skaven.
Yeah, Skaven Bombardier. So this is one of the extras.
Like,
So
really, I will just scavenge for anything I can get because each army
notice that
is
little
good
rat
in
at
its
the top.
own way.
let's focus as part of a statue on an actual living rat. Trying to make up what those are there. Yeah, so far we've had two. There've been two extra models that have come through, haven't they? So far we've had this one, which is the Ogre Tyrant, and the Skaven Bombardier, which
The
is
Ogre
really, really cool.
Tyrant was the bigger one.
I would love to be able to collect the new Combat Patrol series that's coming out, because that gives you a Combat Patrol for every single faction. But don't think I can quite stretch that while we're doing this one as well at the same time. But never mind. There might be another.
I start clicking my pens a lot. I start clicking my pen a lot when I'm getting stressed.
Yeah, well that's rather scary, mate.
It does sound like a clicking of a pen though.
Yeah. Right.
On the picture it says the guy. On the picture it says it's the funny. On the picture for this one, on the next one it says that we should use the guy with the funny ball, which I totally agree with.
Okay.
18.
Peggy 18.
No, not Peggy 18. This is like PG 12.
PG 12.
Or 11, I don't know. Parents guided though.
Parental guidance. Such as you, is it?
I'm pretty sure I could I'm pretty sure the only reason why it's running like that is because of the tools that you have to use. Like the clippers, children are gonna stick their hands in the clippers, or just like the most dangerous part of this is the craft knife.
No, that's why I'm doing that bit, isn't it? We have got a mould line remover.
Don't know where it went now.
It's over there somewhere. You can't see, just to the left hand side we've got a little tidy on the desk. It's got all the other bits and pieces in. Still missing my brushes. I'm gutted. I've got some
Like,
sable
the
ones.
more
They've
the
gone for a
merrier.
walk.
You know what they say? The
No, they
more the
aren't.
merrier.
More the merrier. The fact you can see his feet probably means that doesn't stick down.
Where's my 18?
Ah, you can't see it on stream. Okay.
Where's my 18? I can't figure out why he's throwing his stuff. Where is your giant ball? Let me know now, please. I've been searching for ages. Where is your ball?
Hey,
What
wait,
is your-
stop shouting it. Right, what are you after?
I'm looking for ball. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the assembly 18.
No, 18 I've already got, because that's this bit. 18 is this bit. The ball is from 1A, so the ball
Wait a
is...
minute. Hold up. There's something I must do.
That ball there
Get rid of the
is
top
30 and 31. I was about to do that. 30 and 31 is what you're looking for, fella. 30 and 31.
Wait no. I don't
You
want to
do it
do it
from
in
that.
order. I just want to do it on what shows the picture on. So this one is the slapping. Is the one that has the dent with the face on.
Okay. Okay. I just keep tidying these bits up. Let's see what happens.
Like, I think we might actually get another Fanatic unit. Because of all the excess stuff on this bar.
Yeah, you might get one with the because there'll be spare heads and stuff. But I don't know if there's enough for a full other unit. What is this?
No, not a spare Fanatic unit, just another Fanatic unit.
Well, it means you could have one with hats and one without hats, so you could tell who's who.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Unlike some other models which are indistinguishable from the last. Like, the only
Good
way we
use
can
of the
tell
word.
which one's which is because we actually painted some and the others aren't.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Like, hopefully we can solve this by having one or two on the bottom of the base by a random colour, so we know which one's which.
Could do. I think the hats and no hats is probably easiest.
Look, I have a
Tell
group.
them what's going on here.
I have a group of Vindicators. Now, luckily for me, I'm gonna paint the different unit of Vindicators
Just
red
needs to be
because
metal, so it's kind of
red
not a
because I
problem, is it?
can. And luckily for me, I'm gonna paint the other unit of Vindicators red.
Well, normally you.
because
Well, you could. I mean, you can do. It's totally up to you, isn't it? I mean, I think the idea is that you're meant to sort of do them all from the same place.
I mean, I will do it. I mean, I'll do it like that if it suits you.
Well, these ones are yours. So the idea when we started doing the Stormbringer was that I would then have the destruction and you would then have the order. And then we would have two complete armies with which we wanted to do. What do I want to? We can add to it or whatever. I still haven't got myself a ball and chain though. A ball for it, so...
Oh, wait, no. I'm going to go find Big Ball.
Okay. Alright. Shall I split this
Where's
one stuck
Face
on?
Ball? Where's the hilarious
Well,
ball?
that's not this one, is it? That's not Faceball. Faceball is a different one.
Found... I think I might find Face Ball right about... Yeah, there's Face
Wait.
Ball. Wait, no, that's not Face Ball. Where's Face Ball? There's Face Ball.
Okay, so just a little bit of glue on there. There we go. And can I just put that down a smidge more? I'm breaking it. Yes, I can. There we go. Whee! Oh, hang on, put my thumbs right in the way. That's not good. Yoink.
Big Fanatic.
Big Fanatic. Now, how's he balanced?
I mean, he's not really big. He just looks big because of the... Like
Sorry,
this
not that
is
unstable either.
this is definitely a tactical rock, but the tactical rock's not making him look big. It's the tactical giant swinging ball of destruction.
Do you ever like to work for Games Workshop?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Besides, I still don't know.
A little bit unsure what you want to do, aren't you, mate? Which is fine. You're only 10.
Like, there are so many little kids that know what they want, that think they know what they want to do, but then when they're like older, they don't have no idea what they want to do because they have no idea what suits them.
Which is why, as much as you hate it, school is really important. I'm not just saying that as a teacher. Thing is, you've got to be able to in a position where if you want to change your mind, you can.
All big hats, right?
Please.
I'm gonna go start cutting out the next model, so that would be.
Do you want me to start gluing this one, or are you going to help me with this one?
I'll help you glue in that one.
Okay, just let me get the head done.
Like my favorite. I just like the fact that there's just an extra model, and it's just a god that's literally dying probably from the Fanatics juice wearing off. Like if that's what the Fanatics juice does, then that's a poison that makes you go very crazy and kill everything, and then you die. Imagine, like it's basically sugar. Like it's basically just a poisonous sugar. You just go what?
What, the mushrooms?
And then just the mushrooms do. You just go around crazy and then you just die.
So beautifully innocent.
It's basically just a poisonous sugar.
No,
it's basically just a sugar that drains your energy. It's like you just run around so much with the sugar that you just die.
I think it comes more from the idea that there are some very, very poisonous, nasty mushrooms out there, as you know.
Yeah, to be honest, that will probably make sense.
And so you,
To be honest, that will probably make sense. To be honest, that will probably make sense.
Yeah.
Especially if a god was dumb enough to think that a squig was a mushroom.
15
I mean,
and
it's
16.
still,
So we have to put these
especially
together.
if a god was dumb enough to think that the squig, especially if the god were dumb enough to not to think that a squig wasn't a living wasn't a moving fungi, which probably never happened. But they could have seen the red fungi and been like, oh yeah, and then the squig ate it.
Upside down, that doesn't help. So, here we go, let's have a look.
No, this isn't upside down. Oh,
no, I was putting it upside down. I'm trying to stick his foot to his waist. Right, so this creates a little tiny baby waist here. So, I'm going to do this little one, because this one's a little bit delicate.
Where's 2121? Where's 2122?
Hang on. You're going to help me glue this together, you said?
Your hands are going moment.
Oh, and a little bit in there, drag it across. Right. I'm just going to get this little bit done to start us off, okay?
Fanatics are S tier in destruction. The fact that their glass cannons makes them a little less threatening, especially compared to a range, especially compared if you have a big unit like Durfu and a bunch of ranged units ready to let on tear.
So this one's meant to be doing
But yet again, what are the chances of that?
kind of pulling around, twisty thing.
Very big.
So that's the base
There's
thing.
a lot. Ranged armies are very good. The only problem is ranged armies are normally quite frail. So if you have a ranged army with a big unit that is an absolute tank, then you basically have a very good army already. It's
Not
a
all
beginner
gunrunners are
army.
frail.
It's a good army for starters.
I think
It's a good army for starters. Get one singular big unit and then just get a bunch of range. It's a good army for starters.
Help me glue this in. Stop pontificating.
Like,
Sometimes gunline armies can be a bit weak. You are not wrong there, but then other times actually they're very, very strong. Is that go around the front or the back?
No, I'm talking about their defense.
Come on in, come here.
I'm talking about their defense.
Yeah, but some of the dwarven armies.
I mean, that would make sense. But
they got really thick armor and massive guns. They're a very sort of big gunline army, but you would not ever sort of say to them, "Oh, you've got not much defense," because they have very, very good defense.
Like, I know, dwarves are an exception to that trait, but yet again, would you rather have a strong ranged unit, or a big giant unit that tanks bullets for range? That's what I thought.
Well, it depends. Sometimes it just depends. Right,
Or you
so
could
this is
just
going to go there.
Or a mini army. For
Can I
like just
please
small
have?
earthworks.
Can I please have number
Maybe.
43 as well, please? Number 43. There's a little decoration to this base.
Oh yeah, 43. So 43. Just a bunch of mushrooms. It's so basically, I'm gonna call this broccoli. This looks like
Looks
broccoli.
like it, doesn't it?
I wanted to. At first, I just really, for some reason, wanted to call it. Oh wait, no. Now I know what I'm gonna call. What I wanted to call this first.
Mm-hmm.
The piece 44 is no longer piece 44. It is piece asparagus.
Piece of asparagus.
No, that. For some reason, it just looks like asparagus for me.
You're funny. Right, I'll glue that one into there now. How did that just fit in? There. They do seem to fit in very
Ooh.
gently.
21.
There we go. Lovely. So, you can probably put the head on as well.
Like, I don't think a dwarf is gonna, like...
What do you know about the dwarves?
I mean, like... No, but this is definitely something a dwarf is gonna do. Like, if you go up and say a dwarf armor isn't very strong to a dwarf, I don't think... Like, it wouldn't be honorable, so you'd probably become a fire slayer, but I don't think they would, like, be, like... Oh
well,
yeah, then
the you wouldn't become a fire slayer. The fire slayers are when a dwarf has failed in its duties. So it's the dishonor of the dwarf makes them go to join the fire slayers. That's right. I'll get it. I'm just going to put this on the stand. So I won't stress about that. I'm just going to use the camera as a kind of.
I got him. No. Yes, no. This is gonna
You can't see, but he's currently under the desk. Trying to find that piece.
Where'd he go? Which
bit are you looking for? I
I
felt like something hit my foot. If that helps.
Oh yeah, that helps quite a bit. Which foot?
This one.
Where
Right, what are we looking for?
Where did it hit? Found it.
Found it. Cool. There you go. Right. I tell you what, nothing bounces like some of these bits.
Okay,
Yep, there we go. Right. What do you know about dwarves?
The fact that I'm getting them.
You will get some.
Also they turn
Caradrak overlords.
Also they turn into fire slayers.
Well, yeah, that's part of it.
And just basically go and be a self-destruct unit.
Yes.
Like,
But they can't just.
if you have a unit that just goes in there and just starts creating chaos and then is just designed to die. Don't call it like a weak and failed. Don't call it like a sacrifice unit. Call it the self-destruct unit. It's a much better name for a unit. Trust me.
Yeah, but you have to understand that they can't just sort of go up against anything and just stand there and say go on then. They have to fight honourably, because they're restoring their honour, aren't they? But what do you know about standard dwarven units? Anything at all?
They're
in the part. So you got standard.
And they fly high in the skies.
That's the Caradron Overlord. So you've got. Am I right in saying there's? I mean the face.
That was just one of those holes.
Random piece of plastic. So you've got at the moment. I think there are 3 different types. You've got the Caradron Overlords, who are the ones in the Sky Masters, and they're about the commerce. They've got the flying ships, the Arcanauts, and all those. You've got the Fire Slayers as well, and they're the Slayers. So they're the Slayer armies as well.
24, I'm guessing. 24 is your shipment today, I'm guessing.
Okay. I trust you. But then you have got the ones in the city of Sigmar as well. So the humans for the cities of Sigmar, as I say, put in the mortal into the mortal realms.
Wait, we have 6 units?
Has received its new miniatures. I assume that's because a lot of them older ones will now be returning back more to the old world. But they haven't really done that. There are elven contingents and there are dwarven contingents in the cities of Sigmar. And there are dwarves there, so you still got your hammerers, your longbeards. They're all still kicking around. I do wonder if they're ever going to get an update anytime soon.
The space orcs need it more.
Space orcs need it more. I suppose I always did get the speedy buggies recently.
Yeah,
I think the Craft World Eldar would be a little bit. I think the Eldari have been waiting for an update for quite some time.
Yeah, but yet again, they do have the Harley Quinns.
They do have the Harley Quinns. Yes, they have the Harlequins. That's true, and they are very, very good. To be fair, some of the models I remember when they brought out the new Aspect Warriors and the Harlequins. So this must have been about 2007. So they are 17 years old. They still look amazing.
Wait, no, this one's not Faceball. The one after that was Faceball. This one was. Wait, no, Faceball wasn't for that one. This one was.
What are you giving me? Where's his ball gone?
That one. No, it was the most point. It was a point. It was this Freddy one.
Mm. I always thought if I was going to do an Eldar army, Eldari army,
Faceball's for the next one. I already cut out the ball for the next. I cut out the ball for the next one.
Beltan, because I love the Aspect Warriors.
Wait, can you glue this together for the previous warrior?
You can, if you give me 2 seconds. So
Wait, no, first. Oh, wait, no, file it first. Wait, no, file it first. Wait, no, don't do Faceball. Faceball is for next one.
Okay, I'll ignore Faceball. Give me a second. Let me just go.
I love Faceball. So really, there are only
just
two
noticed
things left.
this is about to snap. I've just noticed this is about to snap.
Yeah, of course it's about to snap. If you're swinging a ball really fast on a piece of rope, do you think that the rope is gonna snap?
Well, eventually.
And how long do you think Fanatics are gonna be on the battlefield to create chaos?
Good question.
For at least 5 minutes. For at least 5 minutes in real life battle. 5 minutes in, if we're taking 5 minutes in real life in a battle, that would probably be like what, an hour in 1 minute in real life is like what, an hour in what's going on the board. An hour is in 1 minute in real time is like what, is probably like 1 hour on board time. So you event in the first minute of a battle, you're definitely gonna lose at least one of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So and yeah, that will probably happen. You lose about one of these in an hour in this. So yeah, it would kind of make sense for 1 minute to be 1 hour, 1 hour to be 1 day for them. But I don't think that you're gonna be playing for 1 hour. I get it. These armies are probably fighting day and night, 24/7. Which makes no sense how they're not slowing down, but this is not something that you need to question. Mm-hmm. Just do it. Mm. And yeah, that's why we do this. And yeah, that's why Mental Physics works.
Right, so there's all the bits for that. Who's this one for?
Did you follow this?
Who's
one's
Faceball?
for this one. Faceball's going for this
Faceball's for that one. Let me do
these 2 pieces are for that one.
Okay, let's do those. Let's get these stuck together then.
Do you think we could put them onto that model now?
Yeah, I should think so, because the ball doesn't need to be held to, it doesn't have to be super strong to go on. It's more, I just wanted it attached to the base because it is going to counterbalance on the base. So the chain's okay, but it just needs time to get a little bit more adhesion behind it, I think, before you put it on the other one.
Where's piece asparagus? I want the asparagus.
Oh, there's it pointy.
No, it looks like for some reason that this mushroom piece that I'm about to show you looks like an asparagus. You said you wanted as much fungi as possible. This is piece asparagus.
Piece asparagus. You're loving your fruit and veg at the moment, aren't you then? How to get kids to eat more fruit and veg. Keep liking it to stuff in Age of Sigmar.
Also, by the way, there's no more fungal extra pieces, just the squigs, just like a small rhinoceros looking skeleton. This is the only piece that we can put an extra piece we have. Okay.
That's the dead squid.
Oh, unless if you count the the guy literally dying.
He's not right. He's very poorly, but I don't think he's dying because he's.
It's debatable.
It's debatable.
By the way, where is dying guy?
I don't know. He's on there
I'm still
somewhere.
gonna call him dying. I'm still gonna go on and die no matter what you do.
You're funny. Right. Here's this one then.
Okay, now I've got 11 piece out. Might as well work on number 6.
Might as well work on number 6. Right, that one's in.
Starting off.
Hang on, you said you want me to glue this one on.
Wait, no, was that faithful?
No.
Phew.
There we go.
Oh, look at the camera. Like, look at the YouTube video what's going on now. Like, it's still delayed. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
it's still
think
delayed,
ever
but we
gonna
can
be
see that
delayed.
we're...
Like, I don't even think it's gonna stop delaying it anytime soon.
No, it won't.
It
There's
won't.
always a delay. That's just how it works, because it's got to get it uploaded.
I don't, like, maybe, but it's very unlikely. But it's very unlikely that that
I've done all
computer
these?
will get so good that the internet will get so fast that the delay will just be gone.
Well,
But I doubt it.
I think it's that way you can actually the delay is more of a safety feature, because if they need to kill the video for anything, if someone starts doing something really dangerous or not very nice, then they can actually kill the feed, and it shortens down how much people see. This one's is this the new one? Should you put this one together first? Should you do this one? So 22 onto 21. Go. So that bit fits there nicely.
To be honest, there's like not that. Besides, I don't think there's like that many videos on YouTube that have that selfish just
Have what?
that are actually had some inappropriate bits in, but I don't even.
Well, I think they get rid of them as fast as they can. I don't think they let it sit around too long.
But to be honest, if they were all doing it, then yeah, that you need the delay to do it in time. Even so, you need
some
like,
videos
more
slip through the
people.
cracks. Not gonna lie, that's why you do have to keep an eye out for things that happen on any form of social media. You know, it's not a perfect system, but we're okay. We're just putting together some models. Don't have to stress.
Is that a piece? No, that's not a piece. Do we need that? Yeah, so 28, 29.
Okay. And for this one, they're suggesting pretty much dead center. Oh no, they're not. A little bit further back than that. Like so. Like that, I think. And then the machine room's at the front. Hang on, no, that was the last one. Where's my 1B? You've missed my 1B, that's for that. Either way, I can start solidifying a bit. Start doing the next one. We're doing very well with this. This space guy. Oh wow, there's one big bit.
Yeah, I know. Biggest bit, yeah.
Do you think you could possibly, if you have a moment, cut off piece number, I think it's number 42.
Yeah, I was busy just doing that while you said it.
Ah, good, good, good. I'll do that with him in a second. So.
And then we have our penultimate piece. Then we have our penultimate piece.
What's penultimate mean?
It means second before last.
Second before last.
And I'm cutting out our finishing piece right now, because this is the last piece that we will do for any model. It's actually an entire model. It's just
Oh, that one.
it's Dying Guy.
Dying guy.
Like I bet like they curled him up onto a ball to just save money, didn't they?
I think it was just to sort of make him look nice and for modelling as well, to get him on the ground. They didn't have to provide him. They didn't have to put it on the sprue. They didn't have to put the
Yeah,
base
it
in.
just says the Sigmar won't take part in your battles. Like I just want to have him on the field for just like jokes. Like if anyone makes an animated series on these battles, which I hope they do.
Well, he could take part in your battles because you could use him as an objective marker. Couldn't you?
Which they hope they do. I just hope that they use when the Fanatics just join in. He's like a joke piece that's like, we win, and then they're like, and like, and the first time we see it, it's like, yeah, we win, and then there's just a good sick guy just dying in the corner, and then they say, oh, well, he's not dead yet, and then it just cuts to black because while the Vindicator just raises up its spear to kill it.
Well,
and I also hope there are like alternate timelines where the destruction wins. And
maybe we could call him a name. Maybe we call him Zap Guts. He's Zap Guts the Goblin, and he is Nick the not the Loom Bosses. What's the name of the mages? The wizards. Anyway, he's nicked the wizard's best mushrooms for himself, and he's gone off and he's got himself lost, and he's incapable of moving because he's eaten too many mushrooms. He's made himself poorly, and the shaman wants his mushrooms back for a very important incantation for the Yellow Moon. So he's one of the objectives. They're trying to get him back, get these super important mushrooms back to get favour with Gork and Mork and the Bad Moon. So, you know, you can do little stories like that, just create that narrative. And then
I
it's
mean,
like,
yeah,
why I'm fighting for him.
necessarily, if you have a model, you don't really just need to follow what the book says. Just make your own battle with your own objectives, and then just go in like a battering ram. Just make the battle.
You can make it so that maybe there's an upcoming siege, and the mushrooms on this person on the little gobbo are vital in creating a spell to help undermine the foundations.
Yeah, but I think that
so other people are there to try and stop them, and he collects it. So maybe a unit collects him and then moves backwards. And when he's got him, he can't run with him. They can't anything like that. They can only move at a particular pace because he's throwing up all over the place, and they're trying to be careful not to get it all over them because it hisses on the ground when it touches. So you're trying to bring it back to your own lines, so it's like a capture the flag type thing, but instead it's this little gobbo who is just being very, very sick. So, you know, you can use these little bits for things like that. That's what I love. So one of the things about Warhammer is that it's, you know, you've got all of this tactics and that, but you also have to combine it with you get to combine it with a story that sort of drags you in. You gotta love it.
Oh, also what I like about Dying Light is that there's actually he's like spitting out some remains of a mushroom. Like you can see. Yeah. Like, you know this mushroom piece? You can see like a mini version of it. You can see like a mini version of it on there.
So yeah, he's there you go. He's now called Zap Guts because he's being sick.
Like I don't even think that's an option. Just call him that because he can. Like just make him a meme piece. Just like he's just a meme piece. You place him there and then you're like, you win, and then he's just there vomiting on the ground, and then they're like, oh well, and then I really just hope that if someone does make an animated series, the first time that he is introduced about these battles is that the first time he is introduced, at the end of the episode, he's just vomiting everywhere, and then people are like, and then the Vindicators are like, and then one of the Vindicators just raises a spear at the end of the episode, and then it just cuts to black. Like we don't get to see what happens. All we know is that he just died, and then he just comes back next episode, and then the Vindicators are like, how is he still alive? So at the end of the next episode, when the Fanatics are in, he raises his spear again to kill him again, and then in the next episode he's just there again vomiting on the ground, and then they're like, why isn't he dead? And then the Fanatics will, and then like one of the and then like one of the magic people said, because one of the mushrooms he ate is still in his stomach, and it basically makes him come back again and again, and I don't know why. Heck, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure why. So then the Vindicator aims for his stomach, and then next episode he just comes back, and then when the Fanatics are finally in their last battle, he finally manages to get the mushroom out of the stomach, and he just dies. Oh. And then at the end of the series, they win, even though the Fanatics weren't there. And then he's just right there vomiting on the ground.
There you go. He's all yours.
At the end of the series. I love this model. He's good. He's good.
They use the little one on there, yeah. For a second then I was worried I used the wrong size base. Right. Let's try this again with gluing this. Shaky today. Right, so we'll get this bit on here. And that gives us just the last one. And I think then what we will do is we will have a break. Okay?
Wait,
okay,
there's only like one model left though.
I know. And we're about to stick them together.
After this, we'll definitely have a break. Later in the day, we'll be doing the other model because it's just so stupidly small.
Well, we've got to see if we can actually get online later on, don't we? Because we don't know what we're doing just yet. Okay, so there's that one.
Wait, weren't you going to use asparagus piece?
I used asparagus piece for this one. This one goes on this one. Goes behind his stump. Because you know what I'm like. Alright, so first thing to do is to put his trailing leg behind. Are you going to help me on this?
Asparagus.
So I think that one goes there. Yeah, so let's put some glue on that. Put a little bit of glue on there.
We're definitely going to hopefully be able to just do a short.
Oh.
Like, hopefully we manage to do a short of the next one. So anyone that's watching that video, please tune in for
you're
that
holding
short.
his leg down. Funny.
Anyone who watches this, tune in.
You
for
got it
that
on backwards,
short.
mate. This way.
Tune in for that short because that short's gonna be, that short is maybe gonna be uploaded. Like I don't know if we can do it in short form.
Well, we'll see what we can do, can't we?
But
I'll
like,
see if I can get it onto
so
Twitch as well. At the same
I just
time.
don't think it deserves its
No, that
own
needs a
video
little bit of
because
extra
like
glue
no
as
one's gonna watch it. Like no one's just gonna watch a 5-second, like a 3-minute video. Like I know that like the least minutes on a video I've seen is like 5 or 6, not 3.
We can put his head on.
Yeah, to be honest, he kind of needs that to live. To be honest, he kind of needs that to live. And
okay, you ready? It's gonna go that way. You coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. I almost forgot that it was backwards.
You see it? I do love the flying caps.
Wait, no.
So I think we just need to be a little bit higher up. That's all. There we go. I love the flying hats. Definitely my favourite piece so far. Okay, and then this one's going to be a different one because I'm actually going to put the chain on this one before because it actually goes at the base, so it's going to help to weigh it down a bit. So let's put some glue around the outside. So this has been a very pleasant hour and a half.
Hopefully you can tune in on to the short that maybe we do today.
We're gonna give it a go.
I really hope that we do the short today because like I don't want to be doing it on a Monday because Mondays are bad. And Tuesday, like I just like that model is just so small. I want to get it done and out of the way. But the next model we do, I don't think it's gonna be small to say, but medium.
I'm trying to think.
And then the model after that is just I don't think it's to be honest gonna be kind of big for its things. Like it's just gonna be slightly over average.
Okay, you can't actually see. I've just realised you can't actually see my hand on stream because I've had it so far down and back. Right, so how are we doing this? They recommend pretty much coming in dead centre for that, like that. Okay.
Wait, but I recommend doing it the other way because how are we going to put asparagus on?
Well, so if we move it a bit further forward then? So if we stick him further forward, that leaves a gap at the back.
asparagus time.
And then we'll put the asparagus. The thing that makes your wee stink. Alright, that goes there. Now, which way around should we do it? Yum, 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 yum. These are the thoughts we have. That way. Let's just go for it and not overthink it. Actually, no, go on, we'll go this way around. That feels a little bit better. There we go.
Yeah,
And there it is. Careful, because he's wet.
I'm gonna put him with the rest of the Fanatics.
So there we go. We managed to get through all 5.
That's, to be honest, that did not happen with the tree revenants. And technically it's all 6 with this little guy over there.
The tree revenants though have a lot more sort of fiddly pieces as well. Let's put the lid back on there because I don't want to get ourselves cut.
And there's a lot more fiddly ways that could break inside packaging.
Yeah, they are.
So
well, these are pretty fiddly as well.
a lot more sprues to get out, therefore more filing time.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Fanatics are just big, strong balls. And they just go at it and then just go and just hit it. So
otherwise
yeah,
people,
that's...
remember the camera's there, otherwise people won't see you, will they?
So, if I've been out the camera for the video, please let me know. I'll try and be in the camera. To be honest, I think I did pretty good with not just going off and just saying random stuff. So, bye!
Right, we'll see you later on. Take care, everyone. Bye!